Can't believe we're going to talk about Yatra again. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to yet another, but I promise this is the final interview we have here for the Oracle Groundbreakers India Yatra conference, which ended a couple of weeks ago now. But Sai and I, that's Sai Penumuru, obviously, and I decided that, hey, we need to do just a quick wrap up and thank a bunch of people. And so that's what we'll do now. Sai, welcome. Welcome to the program. You are the 40th interview I'm talking to for this conference.
Oh my God, that's a massive, Jim. I think, first of all, thank you for, taking interviews. I think we promoted during the Yatra, know your speakers before coming to the session. So your videos are really helpful. And also thanks to Bob and Javed. They did a couple of interviews. So thanks for that. And
yeah, we got 46 in total, and I think you had about 100 speakers, so that is just an insane percentage. But it was really great, and I had a lot of questions I wanted to ask you because I got a chance to experience the conference as a participant. I went to some sessions and as a speaker as well, and also doing interviews. So I have my own observations that I'd like to give you, but I just start off by giving us a summary of just in general how it went. Are you happy it's over?
Yeah, I think you can see my first interview and you can see me now. Anyway, just kidding. I think very important. We really enjoyed hosting a non-stop Oracle Learning and Education Marathon for 14 days. And I think you saw this, we had a separate day for kids. As usual, they really enjoyed the robotic sessions. And, so coming to the summary, we had 107 sessions, 100 plus speakers, 60 plus Oracle Age directors, Java champions, and Groundbreaker ambassadors. I think this is normally happens in Oracle Open World. And also we got a good response from All India Oracle Users Group, and also the global Oracle community, right? And when we look at the statistics, we got around 55 countries participation, wow. Around 800 companies. Also, this is the first time we got around 65 non-Oracle speakers. Normally, if you look at our conferences are more of Oracle speakers and less of non-Oracle speakers. I think the first time we actually reversed the numbers and we got 65 plus non-Oracle speakers and 35 Oracle speakers. So that's almost 100 speakers. And it's really great because when we see that this is going out of India, people are joining from 55 countries. That's really a great success, Jim.
That's amazing. One of the things I noticed with the speakers that I actually spoke to is, first of all, to me, they were all new. I specifically reached out to new people. And so I think there was one or two that I actually knew, but I had never interviewed before. I wanted to give new people a chance because you don't know what kind of talent is out there unless you actually ping people and engage and start the relationship. And so I literally made 40 new friends out of this, it's very interesting. The majority of them told me that they had never spoken to you guys before. They had never been to India to any of the events or anything like that. But as a result of this experience, because they had an overwhelmingly good experience working with you and all the people from the user group, from the All India Oracle user group, because you didn't do all this yourself, right? And so they all now want to go to India for the next event. So
yeah, that would be fantastic. And I think about you were in Yatra as well as Sangam, so again it's a different experience. We can't compare the virtual event with the physical event, especially we really enjoy the face-to-face networking, selfies, all the fun stuff. But a positive side, we were able to bring really good experts across the globe, right? That was really a fantastic experience.
That's the whole notion of virtual versus live to live. I asked, I think, probably everybody that question, and there was real consensus about. There was a few divergent opinions, one of which is mine actually, but there was large consensus around the notion that, hey, this is the reality, at least for now. We'll make the best of it. And it has some real strong advantages and some obvious disadvantages. But everybody was positive about really giving it a go, And there's a certain amount of burnout that comes from doing basically events literally every single week. These speakers are doing events now weekly. And I think that will discontinue. I think that won't, because it's just too much burnout. Whereas if you're going on a trip physically on an airplane and traveling and stuff, the logistics involved with that are serious enough to where you can only do so many per year. But the benefit of the face-to-face is that you have a very high resolution experience, right? And it's a deeply, deeply focused thing, because it's not just engaging around the talk or around a Q&A or anything like that. It's the totality of the experience of being in the environment. The environment changes you. When you're in India, everything is different. And you get on an airplane and you go to Singapore, everything is different. The people, the language, the culture, the technology, absolutely everything. And so that changes your experience completely. And
Absolutely.
So people express that. On the other hand, you had this experience where, you can get a large diverse population of speakers that you had never attracted before, right?
Yes.
So it's a mix.
Yeah. I think the virtual events, as I mentioned, so we have covered a lot of content, technical content. The negative side of it is there's like a very like I can't say the percentage. There's no way to network apart from in Twitter or asking questions or in Q&A. So that's very limited. But still, again, we have. If you look at any sessions, we have, like, for example, Sandesh, we got around 450 people at one stage.
Wow.
And other sessions more than 250. So
Wow.
It's really good turnout. I think, I was little worried because what we have not done properly is promotion, because we had very less time to promote this event. And, we are actually a little bit worried. But I think things really come to place at, when we started. I think we did really what we really did well is, we covered all the flavors of topics from the best speakers, right? So that's not possible in physical event, because you may get only around 35 to 40 people, and it's very difficult to cover all the technologies. But here you have a choice to pick, okay, Java is missing, so let's get Java covered. So something performance tuning topic is missing, let's get that speaker. So it was easy for us to basically put the things into a place, but that is not possible in physical, right? So for example, you ask that particular topic, but speaker is not willing to travel. But here it is very easy to get. So again, what really went well is, we did a promotion during the event that attracted many people, right? Many people, when we look at the statistics, people are joining continuously our Zoom sessions, and we can actually, in a very less time, we have created a platform in our website. You can just provide your details one time, and your job is to just register and join, right? So we can continuously seeing that people are actually coming. And if you want to give me the statistics, we got around 3,000 people joined just during that 2 weeks time. So that was really.
So these are people. So you mean the event itself served as a publicity function? People heard about it while it was taking place.
Yes, and it was
Wow.
easy, right? It was very quick. But in physical, they'll say,
Right.
oh, that venue is far and, I don't have, time to go. But it was very quick. Within a minute, they're able to join. So that was really fantastic experience. And another thing is, we introduced a point system. For example, you attend 1 minute and you'll get 1 point. That really drive crazy. We provided a participation certificate and also the badges and also AIOG membership. So that really went well. And it was a bit tricky because behind the scenes, it was not easy. Like you have to get the number of minutes from Zoom system through API and automatically calculate that and put it in our system and display on dynamic way, right? So it was a bit tough, yeah. But
Wow.
we have done, yeah.
So what I did notice, and several people mentioned this, that there was a lot more Java content this year. I mean, last year when I was at Yatra, I do remember there was a Java talk. I think there was one or two. It was very small. Here you had a whole day of Java. And several people noticed this, and they actually mentioned it, that it was really good to see just more diversity in the community. I noticed that all of the topics seemed I don't know, maybe because you had simply more time, to do, you just got more a diverse mix of topics.
Yeah. And also, we provided, I think if you remember the track, so our community is more of DBAs and developers. So we had almost 4 times running DBA track and 3 times running a developer track. So that way we were able to accommodate their topics. And apart from that, we have done future technology, we have done Java, we have done applications. I think one of the thing is, I think next time if we do it, we'll do more application sessions, because that is also very key area for Oracle community. Yeah.
Right. A lot of Apex stuff.
And yeah, and what should have done better in terms of, like, I think PC, I think we have run almost 5+ and 7+ hands-on sessions. People are really keen to learn
Really.
and follow the speakers. And I think we should have done more HOL and hands-on lab sessions. They were even they are staying more than 2 hours, and they
Wow.
like to stay more time. But unfortunately, we don't have time because we
You
have
know,
only 30
it
minutes difference. Yeah.
it's interesting because several speakers I spoke to, were running hands-on labs, and I asked them, "How are you going to do that?" Because I mean, I've been to many hands-on labs sessions live, and they are they tend to be long, because you have interaction and you're working behind a keyboard, and there's a lot of, there's some instruction and yes, some back and forth, but it's a work session. You're working, you're actually doing stuff, right? And I just wondered, how it went, but they said it went well in general.
Yeah, I think if you actually see that, Jim, there are two things. Normally, if you remember before cloud, we do all the hands-on in virtual VM, Oracle VM, because a lot of challenges comes with a less RAM and all those challenges. But here now we are using all cloud. Okay, that major problem is fixed. And the second thing is Oracle is actually, if you look at their HOL documentations, are really, really good. They have created step by step. So
Mhm.
before we used to get a PDF file and a lot of challenges, and but here it's all really good. And even if you're not attended HOL session, but still you can do right now, because Oracle also provided a free account, especially for this community, without using your credit card. You can actually get into the system, right? So that really helped many people. And actually we are continuously getting pings. Okay, I missed that session, can I get cloud account? Can I get this document? It's, oh god, we can't share that experience. But one thing missed, Jim, the virtual networking. I think it was very less time for us to investigate. I think there are some platforms where we can do a virtual networking sessions. For example, we can run some roundtables, and so that was really missed. I'm sure our focus for next time is, how do we bring that whole networking experience? So that is what we are trying now. Yeah.
So this would be so outside of Zoom, a separate software application specifically designed for that.
No, there are some softwares which actually you can use the same. There is a software called Hopin and AirMeet. So you can use for both, like a Zoom, like you can use for streaming, you can use for your sessions. Also, you can run parallel a networking virtual coffee or in a networking session. And you can see that, the table is there, like you can create, 10 people, and you can allocate people, or people can actually go and take their, seats. For example, there's a one option we can do is, for example, somebody is really interested on Java. They all can go to that particular table. And somebody is interested on Oracle Rack, they'll all go to that table, and they only discuss that particular topic. So here what is happening is, when speaker is presented, you have a mixed audience, right? So maybe they're not interested that particular topic or particular slide, but here you're providing that, direct experience. You can talk to that inside community, like you can call a special interest group, right? So that definitely we will adopt into the next I think maybe Sangam or yeah. Yeah.
So I noticed you did stream to YouTube. Did you stream everything to YouTube or just certain things?
So what we have done is we have streamed to YouTube in a private mode. So one of the reason for that is we want to provide enough content recorded webinars to our members. So today you can go to our website, all the videos are uploaded to our website. So only thing is you need a membership to watch that, because for example, if you just open everything to a public, I think people may not show interest to come into a live event, right? Because they'll say that anyway it's available in YouTube, so I don't want to attend the live session. But our thought is come to the live session, ask questions, more interactive, then you can watch later. But you should be part of membership. So that was our concept. Yeah.
It's interesting. When I started to travel to do community development work, which is at Sun for Open Solaris way back, I noticed right away that in the Asian countries, that the default position was always face-to-face was primary. It's something that I agreed with. Of course, I live in Japan, and that's the default perspective here as well. So obviously, this is a different situation, but there's an obvious reason why certain cultures want to get. I think all cultures want to get together, right? But there's a real. I always found community building in Asia a little bit easier because the default position was to gather, right? And I also noticed that when people gathered in Asia in conference rooms or in conference halls, they weren't on their laptops. They were engaged with the speaker. Whereas in the West, it's very common to go to a conference and have people on their laptops during the session. And so it is different around the world. But I wanted to ask you about the streaming. How did you stream? Because we were on Zoom. So did you go through like a third party to stream?
No, I think by default from Zoom, you can actually stream to YouTube, Facebook, and Facebook Workplace.
Okay.
And also you have something called a custom option. Okay. For example, if you want to stream all the platforms, and you can use a Restream.
Okay.
Yeah, but you need to buy a Restream. But I think for us, very simple. Okay, we want to store all the videos in our account and later provide to our membership. So it's all done. It's all uploaded. People can actually watch out. But we also provided these videos for some of the videos to free membership. For example,
you put mine out there. That's good.
So that's community one, right? So everybody should have access. And also there are some meet and greet sessions with Oracle community community. Everybody should access, right? So we have
Right.
provided, I think maybe later after some time, maybe we will release to the free membership, but just to make a discipline, we have some controls in place. Otherwise, people, I'm sure when you announce everything is available in YouTube, I'm sure you'll definitely have a dropout, and you don't
Right.
find that interaction asking questions.
Right. Now, so as I mentioned before, I was also a speaker. It was very kind of you to, allow me to do that. It was great fun. And I wanted to just, tell you it was a really good experience from a speaker's point of view. I mean, I had reminder emails. The emails were well formatted. They were crystal clear, the language, the formatting. I knew where to go, what time I had in 20 minutes your session starts, go here, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I had a beautiful introduction. The audio quality was great. And, it was just like that. It was just run really, really well. And that experience that I had was reflected by everybody that I spoke to. So I wanted to ask you, because I've been doing conferences for 20 years. I've never a virtual event, but how many people did you have involved? There must have been a lot of people because you weren't even
Yeah.
doing all the introductions and stuff like that. So tell me
Yeah.
about the team.
Yeah. So definitely it was a great team efforts. I can't think of without Vinay Mishri, Aishwarya, and Chandan. These people are core, and they're always on that Zoom meetings, and like we are like primary, secondary, and also like for example, anytime anything can fail because of internet, right? So the good that in Zoom is when you have a two host joining with the same login. For example, you crash the first login, it automatically changed that access to the second person. So that was really good feature in Zoom. So again, I can't think of without Vinay Mishri, Aishwarya Kala, and Chandan Tanwani. And again, there were around 20 jobs they need to run before each session. Example, broadcast, streaming, speaker introductions. So their support and great passion about AIOG, right? So they're never expected anything. They're really happy with the way they are doing. And also apart from this, I need to really thank Rutvik for creating designs. I think you saw a lot of designs are coming in
Yes. Beautiful.
Twitter.
Beautiful.
So he was the guy who was creating all this, and that was really fun because when you do 100 plus banners and you'll do some mistakes. So it went to the review process. I have to review, make sure that because there are small particles, right? Like your ACE logo, your country, and your name, company.
Right.
So
Exactly. There's a
so
huge amount of detail.
sometimes because of this hectic schedules, and we were only working in the late nights, and for example, they put Jim and they'll put you are from USA, right? So I have to review that. And also this other person, Justin, created some nice videos using doodles. And we have Arpit, Vinay Raj, were supporting the webinars, speaker introductions. And also Gomati is our support staff running promotions in social media channels. And apart from that, we had around 30 plus team members supporting
Wow.
everywhere, right? So it's a massive team effort. And again, for any success from AIOG, I think it's a team effort. But maybe people are seeing me as a front runner, but it's totally a team effort. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and if you go to the event, this is just a message to anybody. If you ever go to India for any of these events, the Sangam or Yatra, or anything like that, you will see that it's a team effort in the most amazing way. I think people who run conferences a lot of times or when they observe it from the outside, they don't see sometimes all the things that actually goes into it. It's an extremely labor-oriented thing. You mentioned streaming. I mean, I've been backstage at keynotes at when you code one at Oracle code and the stream breaks, and it's like, oh my god. You know, you get the executives on stage and stuff, and the stream goes black. You know, or you get all these errors, and you say, "Is it enough to go through?" You know. So I wanted to ask you about technology issues. Did you ever have any? Because you were going for 3 weeks basically for 10 hours a day. Did the internet hold up for you? Did Zoom hold up for you?
Yeah, that's why, we are, if you look at, right, so we are actually located in different locations. So I think my internet is always good. But, as I mentioned, one of the feature was Zoom. So when you join with the same login as a host, so it will automatically fail over if something happens to the primary. So it was fantastic. I think there was no problem with internet, no problem with streaming. Everything really went well. I don't see any technical glitches
Wow.
during this event. Yeah.
Wow. So now that this is sort of, you have this experience, you have all this knowledge now, because you just didn't run a 2-day event. This was 3 weeks. So whatever you learned it really, really well because you did a lot of it. So we're obviously everyone's going to be landlocked for quite a while. So do you guys plan on doing similar events throughout the year at
Yeah.
AIOUG?
So I don't know, Jim. So we are continuously running our Wednesday webinars. So today also we had from Kim. So that's successfully going on. Also, I think recently we noticed that because it's a huge community, Oracle community, right? So people are. I think I remember, as I mentioned, we are going to create a special interest groups starting with Oracle RAC, HA, and maximum availability architecture. So we are going to create around 8 special interest groups, and we are going to run very, very focused sessions for them. So that means in a month, I think going forward, you will see almost 10 sessions in a month. So currently it's happening 5 sessions. So we are going to run 10 sessions, very focused. Anybody can join, nothing wrong. Only thing is we will keep live as a free recorded for our members, right? And I think we already explained to entire our team. Everybody is very happy. What happens? One of the benefits of special interest group is, for example, Oracle RAC. People can actually come, ask their questions. Also, they can share their implementations, customer success, and very focused topic. So, and again, if they have any questions, they can talk to the product managers like Anil, Marcus. They can go and directly talk to them. And to accommodate that, we are using Facebook Workplace. So currently in testing phase. So in Facebook Workplace, so you have some issue with Oracle RAC. Yeah, so you have a normal Oracle channel, which is Oracle support. You can raise SR, P1 tickets, but this is more of knowledge sharing, right? Somebody already faced this problem and is sharing with the whole community. Okay, so we are focusing on that. I think in very soon, in a couple of weeks, we will host all the special interest groups, and we have a focus sessions. And it's a good time to leverage all the speakers, working from home, very flexible in terms of timings, because this is never happens if they go back to offices, right? And that's what our current plan.
Okay, well, Sai, it was a beautiful event. Congratulations to you and the whole team in India and all over the place, because I know people are sprinkled all over the world for this. And but there's always a but here. I want 12 cities next year, 12.
Yeah, I think
and Dehradun. I want Dehradun as well, because that's where George
okay.
Harrison used to go. I want to go to
Yeah.
the Himalayas, and I want it live. So that's my request.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, there was a lot of plans set up this year, unfortunately, but anyway, this is a different experience. Before closing, Jim, I really want to thank all the speakers. They're from 25 plus countries, very professional, very experienced speakers. They joined 10 to 15 minutes in advance. And one of the pain is they are joining from different time zones. I think I want to convey this message. Thank you very much for supporting our community. Hopefully, we will host you a number of times in coming days. Also, participants, right? So we had really consistent attendance. Any session you go, more than 150, 200 people, and they are busy with regular jobs. Apart from that, still they are able to attend. So thank you very much for attending and participating. Especially, there were sessions. We got like 50 plus questions. So for answering 50 questions, it's like we need 1 more hour. So we said,
Exactly.
okay, we will take everything offline and we will answer. And the final one, not the least one, Oracle community. So thank you to Jenny for because the whole team is promoting this event. And also we had a dedicated meet and greet session. Whoever joins Oracle directors, groundbreakers, it was well received because people don't know. For example, you come and present as a technology speaker, they don't know anything about you, and
Right.
you can't make connections, right? So when you actually come to just a panel, share about your experience, people are very happy. Oh yeah, I see that in my journey, in my career. Okay, here is a person I need to connect. So that's why we promoted that meet and greet sessions, so that people actually connect, right? But when you come just to come and present on technology, I think that's not a personal touch, right? So we had really successfully run almost 4 sessions on that. One is for Indian ACE community. It was good. And also we had 3 more sessions with the global community. And people are sharing their stories, and it was really connected. People are very happy. So that way you are indirectly answering their career challenges, right? So that was really good. Yeah, and again, kudos to you, especially running. I think this is a 40th interview.
40th, yes. Well,
Yeah,
40th for me, 46 altogether with John and
46.
Bob.
It's not easy. Maybe somebody's watching this you think it's easy, but no.
No, I got
Yeah.
the camera and the lights all set up here in the kitchen. You got to break up everything. I have to set up everything and then break it down 40 times. And so, yeah, and I got my mug here. This is the mug from Foss, India, which I drink from every single interview. That's my first trip to India.
Yeah,
So,
thank you very much, Jim. Next time, I think when we do, I don't know, we want to do Sangam face to face, but looking at India's pandemic means it's not going to work out. I think even Sangam, we will do it differently. I think it's going to be 1 or 2 days, and we will see how we can do it. Also, next year, I'm sure we will come with a fresh minds, and I definitely do it very, very professionally. And I'm sure I'll promise you, take to a new cities. End up and the end of the yatra will be in Himalayas.
yes.
And I'm not sure we'll go back to our homes or not, but that's the. So yeah, thank you very much, Jim. I think your support was really, really great, and so thank you for your support.
It was great fun. All right, Sai. Thanks again. We'll talk to you virtually for now, but next year we'll be there.
Thank you. Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.